Welcome back to Chuck's Laboratory, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We are doing an unboxing video of a Saturn V 1100 model rocket kit. We have here a partially assembled 1/100th scale model kit. This is the Estes 2157, similar to the box we have here beside it. And this is nearly assembled, so it's just me missing the top escape tower. So you can see it's quite tall, and there's the box that it came from. Actually, this is another kit that I have. I'm going to be building up as a Saturn V Skylab version, but the one that we're unboxing is here. This is the MaxQ Saturn V model rocket kit, and it's telling me that there's a model in that box that's going to come out to be the size of this. So we're going to see about that. I'm going to go ahead and set up the camera, and we're going to crack this box open and see if it looks like there's enough parts in that box to make this. Okay, well, I go ahead and open up the box here and try not to cut myself too badly. Bring up some photos of what this rocket looks like from the webpage. This is from the MaxQ website, and it says there that it is shipping in Q3 2026, and I wasn't sure how long I would have to wait, seeing as I just ordered it. And yeah, I mean, Q3 2026 is upon us, so this was at my doorstep within just a couple of days. Let's just make sure here that it's shipped what it says it's shipped. And sure enough, yep, Saturn V model rocket kit, 1 of 1. So let's have a look and see what we got. Well, there's definitely a lot of 3D printed parts. I could see that from the website. Well, there we are. It looks like it's largely pre-painted and pre-assembled. Not pre-assembled, but all the little greeblies are already attached, it looks like. Let's cut it open and have a look. Okay, well, let's try to fish out the instructions here first, just to have a look and see what we got. And looks like we have some decals to apply, so it looks like that's just the final step. A little bit of a blurb about the Saturn V, and then about the MaxQ version. Using composite F23 thrust or higher. Okay. Please use an F23 or larger rocket engine. Well, that's kind of a nice little engine. Those aren't super expensive. They're easy to set up. I've used that engine on an Estes Mean Machine, actually. I made that thing really sore. Well, there's an engine mount. Okay, so there's a little bit of assembly here. Actually, a lot less assembly than I expected. Water slide decals. Okay, so basically all we need is a little bit of CA and some cutters. Well, it doesn't look very challenging to assemble, actually. This is the Estes version here. Cardboard body tubes and these plastic appliques, which I had to cut and glue. You know, this was a fair bit to assemble. Just the parachute mount here, and then the LM shroud here and the command module. That was a fair bit of assembly. So this MaxQ is going to save a lot of time and come up with what looks like a pretty good looking model. Looks like this would be a piece that you'd apply some decals to. You can see it's got all the little greeblies already attached. But you know, this is heavy. This is not a light piece. This is not cardboard. This is not balsa. There's the bottom of the S12 stage. There's the I guess the engine mount must go in between here. And then you stack this piece on top with the fins on the outside. It looks like the interstage. Some grooves here. I think this is actually threaded. Yeah, this is actually threaded. So this screws together. Oh, I've got to try that. Well, here's all the F1 engines, and there is one little piece of body tube there, or a normal cardboard tube. I assume that's the engine tube. Would have to be. Oh, there are a few little griblies to attach. So there are some little fuel tanks to attach still. A couple little gray stickly bits. There's the launch holder. I assume there's another piece inside here. There it is. So the interstage on the S2, I think that's the S2. Yeah, the interstage on the S2 actually screws into the S4B. Let's see if we can get it to align. I don't want to fight it too hard early on. Yeah, there it goes. I don't want to put it in too tight, as I'm not ready to do full assembly, obviously. But there it goes, a fully painted piece. And you can see here that's obviously what is stalled out on the S-Days version here. Actually, what stalled me out on the S-Days version here was the fins. The fins on the S-Days version are fairly difficult to assemble, and I think I got 3 of them assembled, but of course it needs 4. And well, then Kerbal Space Program came along, and everything got put into boxes. Yeah, true story. Actually, I was working very nicely on completing the Saturn V here, and also had this nearly completed kit bash of a Saturn II or a Saturn S2. Using a 3-engine cluster in this one, so this should have actually screamed pretty good. Never get to actually lighted it in this configuration. But yeah, those two Saturn rockets were kind of put on hold when Kerbal Space Program came out. I know that's kind of weird. Maybe we'll get back into it. We'll see. It looks like the top of the S4 actually screws into the interstage, wherever that is. There'll be one more step down interstage after the command module. I think that's in here. Speaking of which, where's the command module? There's the other interstage. I haven't found the command module yet. There it is. Way down inside the bottom of the S2. And there we have the command module. With pre-installed launch escape system, and it's got some nice paint to it. I'll give it that. It doesn't have any of the RCS thrusters, which the S-Days one does have RCS thrusters. Maybe they're in that bag there. We'll see. Actually, I bet you it does, because I see the indents here for the RCS thrusters. Let's see here. Is that where they're supposed to be? The RCS thruster little indent is here, and there they are there. So yeah, that must be where the RCS thrusters go. Okay, that's cool. So I assume there's RCS thruster banks in the little bag of bolt-on greelies down here. I don't want to unpack it this time, but I suspect it's these guys down here somewhere. And there's the F1 engines. And these look pretty good, actually. These are nice little... these are highly detailed F1 engines. Let's compare these to the S-Days, actually. Of course, on the S-Days, they come off for flight. There you go. Looks like the S-Days are very similar. Actually, I think maybe even the... I think actually the MaxQ ones are a little more detailed. They have a little higher detail around the bottom of the pump there, and as it goes down into the coolant tubes here. Well, that's pretty interesting. Of course, this piece here, this is definitely a lot lighter than these engines. I gotta say, using the screw-ons with the interstages here will take a lot less time than it took to make the interstages on the S-Days version. Alright, we see an idea there what we're looking at. Putting this together, it's not too tricky. A little bit of CA, some of the parts screw together. It looks like they have alignment tabs in here as well. That would make it pretty easy to make sure you're getting it put together correctly. Let's have another look at that interstage, because that looks just fantastic. I love the camera dots here. That's really nice detail. Wow, that's pretty impressive. And it's a lot more finished than I expected. I didn't realize that there'd be no painting required. It's basically just a little bit of glue and literally some screw-in pieces. Yeah, there is the decals to attach. And it looks like it's got some, not sure, it looks like there's like a display stand or something here as well. Possibly that's for hanging. Oh, there we are. Yeah, glue on the 4 RCS thrusters to the service module. So there you go. And there'll be a couple of decals plus a couple little greeblies to attach here. You know, there's no reason this couldn't be done in like an afternoon. A little bit of CA here, let things dry, and then apply these decals. Yeah, I don't think this would take a lot of time to put together. Of course, around here that there is a high risk of cats coming around at any time, which means you know, CA and cats have to be kept far apart. Otherwise, you wind up gluing cats to rockets. We don't need that. And there we have another look at those decals. Shadow's come to help out. Hey, Shadow! Wow, very nice. And water slide decals are nice too because they're very low profile. Okay, well there we go. That was the unboxing of the MaxQ Rockets Saturn V model rocket kit. I gotta say, I really am impressed for what this cost. That is absolutely incredible value. So I highly recommend anyone looking at picking up a very easy to assemble and what I think is going to look like a pretty nice looking model rocket. Head over to MaxQ Rockets. Highly recommend having a look. There we are, MaxQRockets.com. Alright, well thanks a lot for joining as we have a look at this MaxQ Rockets Saturn V model rocket kit. We have everything unpacked there, so you can have a look at what things look like as they're unpacked out of the box. I think I'll probably put this together here in the next couple of weeks, and if anyone's interested of what it's going to look like when it's all done, let me know in the comments. This has also inspired me to actually try to continue building the Estes Saturn V here. If that might be something people like to... Whoa, wind got it. If that might be something that people like to follow along, let me know, and I'll put in some videos as well as we move along with the two Saturn Vs here. Thanks a lot for joining, and have an awesome day.